Hello, welcome back to the Cutting Edge Review, and I am your reviewer. And right now, Fast and Furious 7 trailer review. And this movie, I'm really psyched up for this movie. It's the last and final film in the Fast and Furious franchise. Unfortunately, because Paul Walker, he's been dead for 2 years already, and this film hopefully will honor his memory. And he did film some of these scenes in here, so there's talk that his brothers were going to be helping him do the last parts of the film. So on the last part, there was even talk about him using CGI for Paul Walker. And I highly respect that guy. I love his work. He was a great actor. He was known as a giver, a philanthropist is what they say, what you would call him, a philanthropist. He gave to every charity he could give, and I really I hope that he's in a better place. But on to the review. This movie has an all-star cast. I mean, we've got Vin Diesel and Paul Walker will definitely be in this movie, and Michelle Rodriguez is in this movie. Kurt Russell is in this movie. Ronda Rousey's in this movie. Tyrese Gibson will be coming back to this movie, and of course Jason Statham is going to be on here. And this movie starts off where after the last scene and Fast and Furious 6, and if you guys remember Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift, that movie, it's kind of the continuity on that movie is kind of messed up. It ends with Han dying at the end of the movie. And by the way, Tony Jaa's on this movie, awesome. And he dies, and I guess it shows Jason Statham in the movie, and he says, "Dominic Toretto, don't know me, but you gotta know me differently." And so Owen Shaw's brother, older brother, is gonna avenge his death. And so this movie starts off where they find out what happened to Han, that he was murdered, so they want to avenge a friend's death, as far as the plot goes, I mean it's nothing we haven't seen, and these movies, and starting with Fast and Furious, the original one that started it all. I remember back in the days when with my friends, there was street racing was really popular at the time when that movie broke, and a lot of the people I met, especially a lot of the Asian drivers I knew, they were fixing up their cars really awesome. They took out their interior except the driver's side, and just to make their car, and then for one reason or the other, they cracked down on that stuff. And that's what this movie inspired, a cultural phenomenon. To this day, is still, people still try to copy this stuff, and it definitely set a new standard. It's one of the best, the greatest action movies, and definitely one of the greatest movies of all time. And by my estimation, because of the like I said, in action films, it introduced the world to something different. We had seen movies, like it, but not in this kind of magnitude, not really like this, And there's been some a couple movies here and there that like Death Race and stuff that kind of copycatted a little bit, but with each movie, it got better. Usually franchises that try to make sequels, they really fall short, and it ends up being garbage. But this movie has gotten better with every single film, every installment. Every time they went and did a sequel, it just got better. The only movie I have a little bit of a complaint with is Tokyo Drift. Lucas Black is going to be in this movie also. They're going to bring him into the universe because this movie's kind of at the end of almost to the end of Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift. You see Han dying. He gets killed. Okay, he gets killed supposedly on that movie by the Yakuza that's on that movie. So it doesn't make any sense to me. And the came back to do these movies. So what I'm thinking what they did, Tokyo Drift is actually set right before Fast and Furious 7 then. So you would have to watch Tokyo Drift right before you watch Fast and Furious 7, which is going to be on April 3rd. Because the summer movie season, this is one reason to go see summer movies, definitely. And so they want to bring they did a little boo boo, a little mistake there, and they want to fix it. So they went and did it, you know, and see, it kind of contradicts itself a little bit. If you guys are really watching this stuff, and you know, basically what you see in these movies, you see you know, cool people, good-looking girls, awesome cars, you know, amazing cars, and a lot of racing, a whole lot of you know, a lot of hip hop, a lot of culture on this movie, and so Ronda Rousey's gonna be on this movie. You know, you guys remember last week she was on Expendables 3, and she's just a horrible actress, but you know, they'll use her. I mean, she basically is there to kick some, you know. No, so I want to talk about the trailer. Before that, before I speak about the trailer, I'm thinking about one of my favorite actors of all time is on here, Kurt Russell. I love that guy. I respect him highly. I think he's one of the best of all time, also. And he just to have him on this movie is just amazing. And you know, you guys know that Dwayne the Rock Johnson comes back as Luke Hobbs and all that, but Kurt Russell, I love what he's done, and I think he where he fits in this movie. You know, he's going to be one of the you know, part of Jason Statham's gang, and so we got there's a lot of good spots on this movie. The trailer starts off where they're in a plane, and they're getting inside their cars, and they're gonna drive their cars right out of the plane and do a death drop, and of course parachutes come out, of course, and just that opening scene, I mean, we all know we couldn't do that. That's impossible. Nobody could do that unless you're an amazing stuntman and a skydiver. You're not gonna accomplish that. But you know, we love. That's what movies are. They're imagining us, and I love that opening scene. And and, you know, there's a part where Michelle Rodriguez is fighting Ronda Rousey on here, plays Cara, and then Letty is playing Michelle Rodriguez, right? And they're having a fight, and then you see Michelle Rodriguez beating her up, and you know, I know, you know, in a perfect world that we live in, that would not happen because Ronda Rousey is undefeated right now, people. So, you know, she's definitely you know, she's a beast, and so April 3rd, go see it. I'll be watching it, and I'll definitely do a review on it. And please subscribe to my channel. To all my subscribers, I'm going to try to keep you guys up to date. Like I said, I want to bring quality to you guys. Like I said, it's still in my building stages, but it's definitely going to get better, you know. And like I said, this movie is going to be hopefully the best of the franchise, and a good way to end the series. It's so sad to see that we had to end it. I'm sure it probably would have kept going if Paul Walker had died 2 yeers ago, and so like I said, a good way to end the series, and definitely one of the groundbreaking films. I mean, you're not gonna, like I said, you're not gonna really see a whole lot of like I said, there's not too much character development on here because it's so, you know, it's called Fast and the Furious, really fast-paced stuff here. But you know, I love it. I love the people that are on it. You know, I love Michelle Rodriguez, Vin Diesel, you know, Tyrese Gibson, and all that good stuff. And I'm just wondering if Ludacris is going to be on this movie because he's been a key player in this movie for the last couple sequels. And like I said, subscribe to my channel. This is the Cutting Edge Review, and I am your reviewer. All right.